And welcome to the market alert for Friday, the 30th of November 2018. So yesterday in the pound, the market retracing, no surprise there. Dollar dropped on Powell's comments on Wednesday evening. But as I said in yesterday's alert, Brexit is far bigger than what Powell is going to do with interest rates as far as the pound is concerned. And yesterday you see the market returning back down to the 200 bar average area and then just snaking across this and holding at this level. It was going through and then coming back, and is still sideways on the overnight, just there with the one trade. It needs to close above the 200 bar moving average in DP if it's going to move higher. You'll see on the chart here that we've got the G20 meeting. I don't think Trump's going, or he's told Putin not to go. I don't know, something's going on there. But again, it's just a gathering of the elites to see what, have a chin wag, see what they propose to do with the global economy and whatever. And I think that's all the news there is today. Yeah, that's all there is. And then in the Dow yesterday, this obviously consolidating after Powell's comments, but very interesting in the volume stakes here. Yesterday we see that the market was far narrower in range than the previous day, the 600-point move, but the volume is more or less the same, so a bit of selling around there. So watch the 200 bar moving average if prices start to move back. If they're going to move higher, they need to close above the 25,498. This is where we had the resistance before the market dropped. So both sides of the deal, as it were. Upside, close above here. Downside, watch the 200 bar moving average close behind there. This line will see prices move back to the downside. And in yesterday's trades, we saw 3 to the downside. The market finding support once we've broken the 200 bar moving average. You can see there, a bit of a run back here. But eventually 2 tests. See if there's any more selling around, and then the market starting to make its way back to the upside. Once it was through all 3 averages, these became support, and that was the case until prices moved back later, as you'll see there just after the session closed. And Bitcoin moving up again yesterday, not too dissimilar in pattern actually to the Dow. You've got the big move on Wednesday. Thursday the market sideways, and still looking fairly bullish with the overnight prices at the moment. So it will be interesting to see if this market can hold. If it's going to move to the upside, it needs to take out the high of yesterday, 44.23. And once again, we'll see how this pans out, and we'll keep doing the 76% retracements, which we can do now. We can redraw this just in case prices fail to move higher and start to move towards the downside there. So that would be the new downside target for this market to hold if prices are going to come back and start moving in a new bull market there. And with that, that's the roundup for the Dow, the pound. Again, G20 meeting, so difficult to say what the markets are going to do, how they're going to they'll use any news that comes off it to move the markets accordingly. So keep an eye on that. Brexit, of course, is still going to dominate as far as the pound is concerned. And Bitcoin, well, if it's going to move higher through the 44.23, if it switches and moves to the downside to retest 3668. And with that, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.